Greetings and welcome to another weekly Vault video with me, Treggyz. Let's do it right now. Logging in. Obviously, it's a little exciting today because this is going to be the first Vault of Season 4, which many people know, anyone who's actually playing right now. It's kind of a fun week. Kind of nice to kind of go back and do, like, Vault Raid, like, kind of some fun bosses in there, kind of some not so fun bosses, some, doing the old dungeons from, like, I think in a manner of speaking, what Blizzard should do with the start of, like, the new expansions, it should be, like, the base dungeons that they add in with the expansion. Like, I wish they would do it with War Within, but we've already gotten the news of, like, what dungeons we're gonna get, ahead of time, or at least for Season 1, and it's, like, half War Within dungeons, half old returning Mythic Plus dungeons. And I kind of think it's a little bit better to have, like, it kind of be somewhat parallel creation and everything. Before I pop this vault open, I just want to, like, kind of, like, so my main two characters, right, my warrior, my pally, I kind of got lucky with some things, kind of got unlucky with some things. I've been holding on to some gear here to twist. Ideally, I get a pair of gloves from the vaults, but I can also just buy gloves with this. Although it's like these are kind of like my, at the moment, my tier tokens, or, would be tier if I twist them. And it's just a little unlucky that one of them is a veteran LFR piece or whatever. I don't really want to actually twist that, but I have shoulders there if absolutely need be. And there is not a single glove in there, which kind of sucks, but my gosh, I got all the choices for fucking trinkets and stuff. So I don't think they're quite the right trinkets. I think Blazebinder's Hoof is probably the only thing, like, I would pick from, like, the trinkets here, because, like, I don't think I care about Friendship Badge. I know this trinket's pretty meh. Could maybe go for this neck, but at the same time it's, like, mastery heavy, and I think it's like that would be like a Fury neck, if anything. So it's just gonna be let a computer figure this out for me angle. Again, a little sad there's no hands in here. I would have taken, like, any hands in a heartbeat. Or legs even, like, just to get my 4 set. I would have taken legs, even though I don't really want legs, because it's kind of weird stats for every warrior spec. Come on, Raven. You can join me while I sim. And I don't even necessarily know if I want a trinket, though. And it's like heroic raid loot is also kind of meh, since I could just buy anything I want from, Mythic. Although, actually, I just thought about it. Maybe the weapon would be a good idea, because it would make my axe upgrade a bit cheaper. Let's see if anything is, like, absolutely just popping.
A few moments later.
Yeah, my sim is still going right now, but I still feel like now that I thought about it, that would probably be the smartest idea, is, like, just pick the weapon, because then my upgrade track for my actual axe will be a lot cheaper, and I guess this would be a good, like, starting weapon for Fury in the offhand. Although I would still prefer to get the Ash Candor from Aberrus Awakened raid, or, vendor. Blazebinder's Hoof is one in the sim, but do I really want it? Decent Fury offhand and cheaper axe upgrading. That's my thought. I say nay to the sim. I choose my own destiny today. And that destiny is cheap upgrades. Moving right along. My Paladin's Vault will look pretty similar to that other one, except just one less Mythic Plus Myth Track item. Although, in comparison to my Warrior, my Paladin has gotten, like, a little bit luckier with, like, actual teardrop pieces and stuff. Like, I already have 2 set, although it's, like, veteran LFR piece, but I already got 2 set, and I have, like, pieces I can twist already, although I think it's, like, not quite the right level. But, at least, like, I can get 4 set right now if I really want to. It's like, that's not so bad. But I'll definitely take a tier piece. Oh, look at that. I get many tier pieces and a signet brand. if I wasn't gonna just buy a Signet brand in like 2 weeks, it would probably that would be much more compelling. But that's like definitely a good starter brand, I reckon. Of course, like I really wish one of the tier pieces had been in one of these two slots because it would be my highest level pieces in the vault here. I already have shoulders, so I think I just go with hands to get a decent tier set going. I'll just do a quick little double check sim though. And also double check what items I actually want. In case like wearing gloves for a ret paladin is like stupid and you shouldn't do it or anything. So I would say ideally gloves is what I pick right now. Unless like, yes, looks like that's the piece I want for both my intended specs. Although I kind of got unlucky last week. Although I only really play Prot and Ret on my Pally, I played a lot of Holy actually instead last week because we had like a weird healing comp in Raid and we needed just an extra healer. I did my best, but not very good at Holy Paladin as I've shown in the past, so if I pick the Signet brand in the sim, it will just automatically pick the Signet brand, I suspect. So, and again, I'm just gonna buy it very soon anyway, so I think I just ignore that. As much as it would be so tempting to just buy it to have it already, but it's you know, it's sort of like whatever, I think, compared to tier. Because I could get, you know, 4 set right now. This might actually be a decently long vault video. First one in a little while, or at least like a decently long vault video where the actual main content of the video is the long part. And I could also do the other smart thing would maybe be like to hold off on picking, just in case I get like a tier hands in raid or something, or LFR even, because then I could go for like the Signet brand just straight up, because I am planning on like trying to squeeze out LFR on my warrior and my paladin to get the bullion, to get the upgrade thing for the axe, and then like I think on my warrior I full send upgrades on him. Now that especially I got that sword from the vault, it should be like cheap crest and cheap flight stones, and then I could like on my paladin it should also be it'll be cheaper flight stones or something because like my warrior has a higher eye level weapon, something along those lines. Yeah, what a surprise, Signet brand. These will be the only 2 characters I spend any amount of real time on, because most of my other characters only have like 1 or maybe if not 2 choices. It'll be much easier on my future characters later on, but I think I just go for hands. Yeah, I think that's like, I call that, man, that's like a good ring and stuff. Not a great neck, great trinket, but I don't really want this specific trinket, right? I want the awakened bullion version. I just want to get 4 set, and I will do that. I'm getting 4 set. And I guess it's like not ideal, but I go upgrade my pants if I do just want to straight up get 4 set, right? Wait, what? Don't tell me I actually can't get 4 set because of this one piece over here. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I love World of Warcraft sometimes, man. I suspect that might be because like maybe I got this pair of legs like first thing on Tuesday and it hasn't been like flagged to get catalyzed yet, even though it's like it's a season 4 item. It's veteran. It should be. It's so disappointing, man. I was like, oh, cool, I get 4 set right now. Never mind. Actually, I guess I still do. It's just not quite the right pieces, because I don't necessarily want the chest, but it's like it looks like it's my off piece for my other specs, but at least I still get 4 set, right? It's just not quite the right 4 set. It'll, you know, probably get fixed next week, or, you know, as long as I didn't do as much Mythic Plus as I meant to do this last week, so I really just don't have like many other pieces to play with. So ideally, I can fix that really soon, and at least I do have 4 set, even if it's not, again, the right pieces. But And I still have a charge in case I get, a real helmet, a real chest, a real pair of legs. Because I guess that's the thing that is a nice thing about this not being catalyzed. Well, it does save me from wasting a charge on LFR legs, That bit is not so bad. Also, fun behind the scenes fact, whenever you see my face dark, it's because my webcam light is just a notepad on my other monitor because I'm lazy and won't buy a real light for my desk. So if you ever see me on stream or in videos like this where I'm just suddenly dark, it's because I'm playing on my other monitor and I don't have my notepad light open anymore. Fun facts with Treggyz. And moving on to next characters, again, most of these other alts might either only have one option or it's going to be an LFR option, just because I did LFR to get my Bullion and a Mythic Plus choice. Yeah, it's the situation on my alts is a little dire for a week 1 step, but again, I really didn't do very much on these characters. So I don't really want to pick any of those. That's a pretty good neck. I think I just instant pick that. As much as it's shoulders, that's, a tier piece, but it's, again, LFR version. I don't want that. I will take that. It's only 40 eye level upgrade or something. Not bad. And I'm just gonna blast out the rest of my characters real fast because I want to play the game. I got stuff to do before raid. I had a fun week on my Demon Hunter. In general, it's been a fun week. Although I would say the only bad thing has again been some of the weird dungeons and stuff. I fucking really despise Neltharis after this week. I've had nightmares made in there, I feel. It's a pretty shitty trinket if I remember right. So I don't think I want that. I think I'll go with tier legs. Yeah, hero tier legs is a good starting point for this character, I feel. It's gotta be said, trinkets from the vault are real, maybe bait for bad choices, just because, you would just rather buy trinkets from the vendors anyway and get, myth-level trinkets eventually. I think that's what everyone is probably going to be doing, right? Unless you just happen to get lucky with, your one raid trinket you really want or whatever, you get it on myth from raid, right? That would be the ideal. I did not set up properly for this vault video. I apologize. Usually very good about getting my characters at the vault Monday night, but I guess I neglected my duties. And I guess similar to my Demon Hunter, I will go for tier legs with avoidance on it. Although I'm curious if I keep the embellished legs. I don't know if I do, but I've not looked into that yet. But I will, I don't really mind. It's just verse. I would not mind swapping that around or going for a different option. Especially now that it seems like Dev is actually playable. I want to play Dev and I don't really want to play Og unless I have to play Og for some specific reason. That's my my hope for this season with my Evoker. Like any good hunter, I got my pet with me to help out with this vault. Ooh. Well, I mean, at least the stats on the cloak are okay, I think, for Hunter. I'm pretty sure I'm at, I think I've already hit my like haste soft cap a while back, so I could probably drop some haste. Actually, I don't even have haste on my clip, it look like. No, I don't. It kind of sucks to do it, but I do think actually I'll just go for hands, unless hands are like the off piece for BM, I think. I know, it's a hard choice. Nope, looks like I go for hands. It's a tier slot, and yeah, it's just tier. Why not? Not great tier, right? I don't want LFR, but this is like my last alt, although I had a good amount of fun doing my key for this character yesterday. It's just sort of fun. Oh, and I also got lucky already with an LFR bow, although again I will ideally just buy another one of these with the bullion this week. Yeah, and I think that's about it for vaults. Usually I write down notes of like what happened last week, and I like talk about stuff. The only real thing about last week that sucked is for evade my guild, I should have probably had us do normal awakened vault first instead of just like jump right into heroic. We didn't actually full clear heroic. We got stopped by like Diurna and then Razageth. We did kill everything except Razageth, but I should have done normal just for, you know, refamiliarizing everyone with the fights, including myself, because I didn't really look up anything going into it. It was just like lots of, oh, this boss does that one thing, you know. So I could have probably done with a refresher in normal, because we also would have gotten some more gear out, most likely. Like, we probably wouldn't have had any issues in normal, you know, outside of like, oh, we just flat out forgot about this mechanic and we wiped to it for a second. We go back and we go again. So that's about it for notes, I guess, from last week. And again, maybe fuck Neltharis. That place is awful, and I guess specifically like the last boss at Uldaman, that hasn't been a fun boss so far either. Although I think I've only wiped to the Uldaman last boss once, I think. It's been like really down to the wire, but like at least that dungeon has been like actually completed a few times by me. This week will be like a lot better because it'll be fortified, and I'm sure there's going to be some really interesting fun trash all of a sudden, but they're like, at least the bosses won't be absolute nightmares this week. And I think that's about it. I'll let everybody go because I want to actually play the game. I got some plans. I got LFRs in my imminent future, and I got to make this vault video too. Takes a little bit of time, so hopefully everyone enjoys. I will catch everybody next week, and good luck with your vaults and all that good stuff. And remember to subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. I will see everybody next week. Thank you again for watching.